Good evening, and welcome to a Bill with Bear bonus stream. I'm Pat Bear, and I'm here to hang out with you and play a little PowerWash simulator. I'm excited for tonight. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego site, the emote in the chat. If you're currently a subscriber, you can play with those emotes. If you are not a subscriber, you can say hi or use other people's emotes or just, chill and be a lurker. I'm going to bring this down a little. I don't know why that's up so high. There we go. Yeah, there's a little more of me. And a little less of space above my head for no reason. Anyway, hi. It's PowerWash Simulator. Update 0.9 came out last Thursday. How annoying that they come out with their updates the day after I do my Wednesday streams. We had to do something else last Wednesday, and then we had to wait a whole 6 days for this stream to then talk about PowerWash Simulator. But we're going to wash some stuff. We got some the specials. We'll go through that. We'll show off the new washing style. You can basically, instead of, you move left and right, and the power washer moves left and right. Instead, you can fix your where you're standing and then just kind of move the washer. And that there will be times where that'll be very beneficial. Right now, I haven't really found it, but there will be a time. Let's see. We're gonna hey chat. Even if you throw those. Even if you're not a subscriber, you don't want to feel like throwing those emotes in there. If you just want to say hi, that would be cool. Because right now I don't have we don't got anybody in chat talking, which is okay. It is okay, but it's usually surprising. Lord Crashton says, "Hey Pat, throwing the emotes in there." There we go. Just look, like I said, if you want to be a lurker, that's totally okay. But I do like seeing people show up in there. Ghost Valve's here. Hi, Ghost Valve. It is nice to see, even if it's just the emotes. Lord Crashington wants me to hit the ska. I will hit the ska. We'll get in some reggae ska here. Start things off. Here we go. Ska 0.9, indeed, because it's update 9.9. The 1 year anniversary. This is the 1 year anniversary of PowerWash Simulator going into early access, and looks like this is, other than maybe like they've been pretty good about not needing to update their updates with like quick fixes. So theoretically, the next update will be the full release, which would be great. So if you want to get on board with PowerWash Simulator, if you're watching tonight and you're like, "Ooh, I like that," you should probably get it now before it maybe because. Not every game does this. I'm going to let you in on this, okay? Not every game in Early Access does this, but a lot of Early Access games increase their price right before they go full release so they can then cut their price. Because often they can't, on the day they launch, they can't cut their price if they've been the same. There's a whole thing. It's a whole algorithm thing. So, also get it because it's very good and very polished, as Lord Crashes did, and I agree. They put a lot of work into this game and a lot of effort, and you'll get, I think you'll get a pretty damn good bang for your buck. Anyway, I'm going to reply to my tweet, and let's get into some gaming. Let's have a good time and wash some stuff. That's right. Okay, that's what I'm writing there. And then we'll go and load up the game here. Simulator. Let that load up, then we'll go and check in on this and let this load. It's loading, 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 load I. Okay, there we go. Please let me know if the sound is too much or not enough, because this recent update reset all my sound settings. And so I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, if you're unfamiliar, you got your career mode, you got your free play. Free play is go back to your old jobs. Career is, everything you've done. Specials, we got the in progress because you get the completed one. This, when the game launched, Clean the Mars rover was like the first special, and it was the only special until these three came out in the last update. So we didn't get any full levels. I mean, they are, and they aren't. They also changed the thing with these where there is a required gear for it, or like the maximum gear, so you can't use your most powerful washers on these, which I I've now, as I've done this, don't like. We're going to go to the train because I'm closest to finishing that. So look, this needs more than a steam queen, which I like that joke. But it's just like, hey, also, here's the limit of this. So you can't spend all your money on cleaner, and this is the gear you can use for it. And I'm just like, just let me use my good stuff. I earned money in game to then buy that stuff. Let me use it. I don't know. It still would take a while. First things first over here, though, is got to spray that. Get out of here. Tumbleweed. I'm cleaning things. Get out of here. Get out of there. Anyway, you can see I've done a lot of the train here. 76% of it is clean. But there's still more for me to wash. Actually, I think all of this... crank rod, drive rod. What are those? Was that over here? Yeah, I think that's over here. So most of this I have cleaned. The sign has a nice reference to another ancestor of the mayor. Oh yeah, there's a lot of little references to different things. Oh, okay, that's what I got to do here. I got to do some of the bottom of this. I haven't done that. Let's just get some spray in here on this wheel. Get some wheel done. As always, you hit the old tab key to see what you haven't cleaned yet, which is great. Very good for that. And yeah, I'm just going to be power washing. We're going to simulate me power washing here. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, we're just going to spray a bunch of stuff. Sometimes I like doing sections. Sometimes I just jump around. When I am trying to unlock or to get enough money to get a new piece of gear, I often find myself like trying to complete a section by section just to earn whatever I can. And when money is not a problem, I just jump to whatever. Just power washing your train as one does indeed. Because because I believe I have everything. So I don't have to like buy anything else. Yeah, I own everything. Every dang thing. I got it all. So right now it's just like, yeah, just go on my own pace. Complete what I want to complete. Yeah, I cleaned a gate. I'm cleaning gauges from outside the train there. That's fun. Shove a nozzle in there and see what happens. I don't like this is like I said, this is the closest to finishing, so we might finish this before we jump into some of the other locations. But there might be some spots here that are just going to be annoying, and I don't want to do them. So we'll see as we go, and just kind of clean around, clean whatever we got to do. You can drop down low here, shove a nozzle in there, and see what happens. Indeed, Sharks 2K. Because a lot of this is just like, yeah, we're going to get it cleaned, and then we'll move on to the next part and get that cleaned. Again, I do like to jump around here when I'm not, like, desperate to unlock something and need, oh, I need $500, so I better do this section, get another 20 just so I can get that 20. I do think this would be... I hope that once I finish this, that the next time I do it, I can just use whatever tools I want, and I don't have to use the ones they recommend, because I'm not a super big fan of that. We're going to take an extension off of here because we're going inside. Let's get in here. Oops. Let's get in here. What else we got to clean? Highlighting. Okay, so we got some of these here. Bolts. The furnace door needs some cleaning, so we can just get in there, clean all up in this furnace door, see where it needs it. Furnace door is done. Great. And furnace, okay, that's the panel here. You can see top left, you can see what we need left to do on a piece. So it's like, okay, the furnace door is good, but the furnace panel is not good. So we can get low, see if that down here. No, okay. Hit the tab button. See, okay, we got to do some stuff over here. And we are in tight spaces, so I'm kind of like going from the side, trying to hit what I can. Hit every part of it. That's the gauge box. Needs some attention. Oh, we can get into here. Okay, we finished the valve. That's good. And we might have to move back. Get a tab. See, oh, you can see there's the outside, but we can also do that. We clean that up. See, oh yeah, I've got to get up in here. So we can kind of just, we'll get the power spray going here. And then, oh, we got another gauge there, great. Back up. Try to hit it from there. There we go. That's going to be good. Do that there. Great. We finished that. One of these panels still has a little dirt on it. And there's some stuff over here that needs it. Great. We got that done. One of these furnace panels. Furnace hatch panel. Okay. So it's the panel. We're just going to hit. Oh, see that? Oh, there we go. We got that. Great. There was that. Cab wall. I do like sometimes just highlighting, looking around. Eventually we will get that list when there's only a few things left to do, but kind of just moving the mouse around to see. Okay, great. Furnace pipe needs to be done. Oh, that was a brake cleaner there. Let's get low. That's done, that's done. There we go, we did those. All right, I think we got everything in here done. This looks done, looks like everything in here is done. I'm hitting the tab button, looking around, not seeing any problems. Oh, cab wall. So let's get low. Hitting the tab, I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. Still got it. Didn't even see what I needed to do. There. Then cab skirting. Tab button. No, that's the cab step. That's a cab start. Okay. One of these where I'm like, there's so much, there's only a little left to do on this. Is it on this side? Where am I missing? Is this it? That's what it was. Great. And then also to make sure, okay, we're looking there, looking there. So yeah, this is a lot of it. It's just like, once you reach a certain point, it's like, okay, then change your extension, because maybe I don't want to use the ladder. Change your thing there, and then just start cleaning some stuff. Oh, we cleaned the bell, good. And we can try, does this clean better? And then sometimes you hit the point where you're like, nope, this is not cleaning. This is not going through the gunk. Gotta upgrade to a better job. They did change the ladders and improved it quite a bit, but I still don't necessarily love the standing on the ladders in this game. So sometimes you just want to stand next to a thing or below a thing, hit it with a lot of water. And we can always climb up, jump up there, and then clean from the top, which is also fun, in my opinion. Alright, got a lot of that done. We got to do up there, so let's figure out how to get up there. There we go. And then what we're going to do is switch back to the stub so that we can get wider here while still being pretty powerful. Because as you add the extensions, it becomes more powerful and stronger, but the coverage is less because it's being shot out, through a smaller exit there. So, it's a pros and cons. But stubby is the only way to go if you want to do what I'm doing here, which is stand over a thing and clean it that way, or be really close to it. Because otherwise, you end up with like that, like a thing where you suddenly can't use it like this. Right now, I can't use it; it's pulled back. The angle's all wrong. So then I can turn around here and do that. And then we can stand up, and do it like this. Oh yeah, and I didn't talk about totally normal ways to climb up the other parts of the train. Indeed, Lord Crashington. I forgot to talk about this, the new fix thing. So I've now, okay, oh, sorry. So here I'm moving my mouse left and right. You can see I am pivoting and turning. Now I am locked it, and now I am just moving this back and forth. But if I go to the side here, the edge, if I go to the edge of the screen with the mouse, it will turn my body as well. But now I'm kind of, I got free control, which sometimes is nice, especially if you're in a tight spot. But I don't use it that often. I actually prefer to be able to walk around with it. I think that's better. And you can still walk. Hitting C doesn't mean you can't move around. It just means that you don't move around when you move the mouse. But you can still use tank controls. Let's just clean this while we're here. Get up on this side. Clean what we can. Because we'll have to get up there anyway. Then we can crouch down here to get this segment. Of the run board. Also, it doesn't always help, but sometimes you get to just like learn terms, which is kind of fun. You get to just be like, oh, all right, that's what this means. Cool. We're on the run board, everybody, and I'm gonna take their word for it that they know, that they named this the right thing. We're on the run board, and that's where we should be. Let's just hit this while we're here because it's going to be annoying to do it later. Just get down here, clean all that, and clean all this here. Oh, we got that clean, great. All right, and then, there we go. Hey, now we're up here. Totally normal cleaning operations. Just like every power wash person does. We're just doing it the way that everybody does it. Nobody does this any different. This is a sand dome. Cool. That's a fun name. Sand dome. Or, sorry. That's the sand dome. This is the steam dome. They're different. Don't get it twisted. This thing. Gotta jump up and down a bunch on a historic train. All right, Lord Gresham, totally. You got to. You absolutely have to. All right, trying to finish the rest of this steam dome here. There we go. Got to get the underneath here. Why is there a sound of a seagull? I don't know, but there is. Sounds like there's a seagull hanging out. Is there a reason? I don't know. Whoop, almost fell off. There we go. Finish that. That's good. Now we can get down here. Do this one. Might as well hop down. Might as well jump. See, the handrail is done, but the furnace isn't done. So we're going to have to wash this furnace, find all the spots we have to do here. But we can also do the run board. We can run along the run board. Clean all this shit. Oh yeah, we can see this here. All right, this is the smoke box. Cool. This is the smoke box. Over there's the boiler. We're learning all kinds of terms here. Smokestack we already got. Down here. Getting all this in here. You can kind of see. Sometimes you can see just the dirt you missed. You know, sometimes you gotta look at it later. They're just admiring your handiwork. Thank you, Lord Crashington. Yeah. All these gulls are just like, oh, check that shit out. They're finally cleaning that thing. Nice. Way to go, everybody. Yeah, I've been kind of savoring these stages because I don't know when the next update's going to be, because you think they would want it really polished, since it will be most likely the full release unless they do like a 9.5, and I don't know if they're going to do that, so... Yeah, I'm kind of savoring it. Also, because once it's done, I'm probably not going to, like, stream it, you know? Like, I feel like this is the second to last time, whoops, we're doing this. Because then, after that, I don't know why I necessarily would. Give me this here. Let's use this stool. You know, unless there's, like, a major update or something. Oh, yeah, the birds are definitely looking for something to poop on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I necessarily would jump in and get back into this after the fact. Oh, we finished cleaning the furnace. I do really like it. I'll probably definitely like play it more on my own. I still haven't done multiplayer. I mean, I wouldn't do that on stream, but there's certainly reasons for me to... Okay, let's try to finish cleaning this boiler here. What else we gotta do here? Any spots there? We gotta finish the boilers and then the smoke box. That could be any number of places that need work on the smoke box here. Oh yeah, get up there. Just get up in there. There we go. We finished the smoke box door. We still have the rest of the smoke box to clean. Thing's a real smoke box. Oops. Let's just go stubby again because we're here in the... And because now we're just doing like kind of fine detail work. We're going to go to the yellow so we can really power through some of these segments here. Run board. Got to finish cleaning that run board. And we'll just try to find all the spots that we haven't hit yet of the smoke box. Finish this smoke box up. There's some stuff we got to clean. Oops. Try to get that there. Then I can see. Got to get in here. Oops. Hit the tab. Oh yeah, plenty of stuff in here to do. We're gonna try out the other specials, but we're kind of getting close to maybe finishing this thing, so kind of wanted to try it out here. Let's see, some tab. There's there. Great, we finished smoke box. Boiler. There's some boiler left to clean there. Oops. There, okay. Oops. Hit the tab. Okay, and then oops. There. Get up here. Oh, no, get up there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can find any, there it is. There's not much left to clean on this boiler, so let's see if we can find. This is always the worst when there's like a sliver left and you're just like, Okay, what did I not go over again and again and again? I know we'll go up. Oops. Tab. Tab. Cleaned all this. And at this point, I don't know what I didn't clean yet. Just like, there's just a sliver, the tiniest bit on that. Oh, and the run board too. That I'm just like, well, I don't know. I don't know what I didn't do yet on here. Thought I did everything. But there, oh, there we go. There's something. There we go. We did it. That's what it was. It was a tiny little bit I couldn't see. Hooray. Run board. This might be the only part of the run board we haven't done yet. Because the run board is on the guide too. Some of that's going to be on the other side here. We'll just hit the tab button so we can find any spots we haven't done here. Oh, there we go. There's some spots. There we go. Well, that was the front board. That wasn't the run board, but we still had to clean it anyway. Oh, there we go. It's in here. That's the number plate. Clean that. That was the front board. Oops. This is where I understand where people are like, this game is really chill until it isn't at all, and then it's annoying. And that is the thing where it's just like, okay, is this part of the run board underneath? Like down here, is that the run board? It is. Great. So it wasn't even the top that I need to clean. It's that I have to clean some of the underside because there's not lower, because that's still part of the run board. So like, yeah, I wasn't going to finish that up because I have to do under here. Now I finished the run board. Great. What about on the other side here? Didn't do that. Yeah, I got to go under here for this run board because that's probably where I need to do it, is under. That's very frustrating for me. There we go. Finish that. I think now all we have left is, well, we can look. We can just look. But we can see what we haven't done yet. The cab furnace handle, the cab panels, the coal car skirtings. We can go do that, coal car. The wheels for the coal car. Like, yeah, we can just go and see the crosshead. And then we can kind of just be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we haven't done these things down here, so we can just do a bunch of this stuff here. Try to get this done. And of course, when you're working on a big object or a big location, it doesn't tell you, like, it does say what you haven't done yet, but it doesn't say like where it is. Like, and that is particularly tough on like vehicles where they labeled like a lot of parts for it. That can be quite annoying because you're just like, I don't know what you need from me. I don't know what I didn't do for you. But we'll just try to wash everything, get underneath everything, get on the side of everything. This is all wheel, so cleaning all of it. There we go. We did all that. So all of that is good. We'll just kind of hover over. Do this too. Let's try to get to 90% on this one, and then we'll jump to another thing, because we can always come back to this at the end. But I'd like to try to get to like 90% done on a job. Because sometimes that last 10% is frustrating. Great, we finished that too. Great, so that's done, that's done, that's done. Oh, something wasn't done. What was it? Skirting. Oh yeah, I can see. Put the underneath in here. This along there. Okay. We can hit this too, so we can try to finish this skirting. That's one of the last segments of this. There we go. We did the skirting. And then we can just start hitting these the coal car wheel trucks. Kind of do a pretty thorough job, and then get in there for the fine detail. What we missed. This is pretty heavy, so I'm using the yellow nozzle. Yeah. If anybody has any questions about PowerWash Simulator, feel free to ask. It's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. I'm crouching down. You can't... Oh, I should do this part. Let me do this. I haven't shown this in a little while here. Just for a moment or two. I'll show this part. You can see where you are standing-wise. You can see I've been covering that up between crouched, normal, slightly crouched, laying down. And I appreciate that they do it like if this was a first-person shooter, the prone position. I just think that's fun. I like that. Anyway, I gotta go back over here and move me back where I want to be, because that feels like the thing that I don't mind not showing you. Oh, while we're here, let me just check a thing. Ooh. Okay. I did lose power. We lost power in this house at like 8:30, so about half an hour before stream started tonight. So there exists the possibility that we could lose power again. Lost power at like 8 a.m. this morning, and then again 8:30, so about 12 hours apart, which is frustrating. They added a new stance option to let you cycle through them in order, or like an FPS where you hold it down to go prone. Oh, you can toggle it. Instead of going like this, you can just like hold it and then release. Oh, that's good. I didn't see that. That's good to know, Lord Cratchington. So yeah, if you want to just hold control and crouch, I like cycling through it. I think that's better, but because I'm not playing this like a first-person shooter. But yeah, I lost power for a very brief moment today, so it could happen again. If it does, I'll tweet about it. So if you see me suddenly go offline before I normally would, that would be why that happened, just because I lost power. But I'll try to come back. Of course, I'll have to get everything started again and wait for the internet to come back and all that fun stuff. So it won't be like instantaneous. Shooting that grime and dirt, indeed. Okay, so we did that. I think we're done with the coal car. I'm gonna just kind of. Well, we can actually just look. Yeah, I don't know what the crossheads are, but we did everything that says coal on it, so feeling pretty good about that. Cab roof. Kind of move. Oh, gauge. There was something with the gauge that I didn't. Speed controller. Got that. Brake controller. Gauge box. All right, the gauge box isn't done. Oh, gotta do over there. I can see it now. There, gauge box done. Kind of moving things around. We're at 90%, so you know what? I think I'm going to call an audible. I would like to try to finish this. So instead of what I said before, where we would move on to something else once we hit 90%. I'm going to try to get 100 on here. I might give up at like 98 when I can't find like the last couple things, but we'll give it a go. All right, that's a big deal. Always hit the tab button when you're like, hey, I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Just hit the tab. Tab on that. Cab panel. Is there anything I'm missing on the panel? Oh yeah, I'm missing under here. A lot of stuff there. This one, yeah. Okay, finish that. And then finish that. Great. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to hit a bunch of this. Clean it as best I can. Some of these are like going to be annoying. This is where I'll probably end up giving up. Whereas it's like, oh, I got to get behind this wheel. And it's like there's no good way to do that other than just cram up there with this. Try to hit in between everything. Not my favorite. This is definitely like, you know, yeah, these weird tight spaces where you're like, and it's also like really caked on dirt, and you're just like, okay, I think I can clean this. It's where having the big, powerful sprayers are fun. This also could be where I use the cleaning liquid, because you only have so much. So I've gotten past 60 hours in this game now, so we're crashing. I probably have that. So we're going to use metal cleaner here, and then we can refill it. But we're just going to kind of spray this whole area with this. It cuts through a lot of stuff, and it will just, it costs money, but it will go through it. And you can see it on the bottom left, it is decreasing as you use it. So this is not a get out of spray free card. I was about to say get out of jail free, and that didn't seem appropriate. So yeah, so we're just going to hit all this. Great. We just hit a whole lot of this here. We still have some stuff left with this, but like that's so much faster, but obviously costs money and is limited. So you only want to use it on really hard to clean stuff. And then we got to refill it. But we only have so many of these, so just kind of trying to use it on tough to clean areas. Mini golf course is bigger than it looks. Yeah, the mini golf course is dense, folks. It's like, it's not that wide, but it's very tall, and there's a lot of like twists and turns. It's very windy. All right, so we'll get in with that later. Let's go hit this, a lot of these annoying areas. Oh, we were at 666 for a second there. Nice. Cool. That's fun. All right, yeah, so I'm just going to hit this with the spray and just start cleaning through some grime here. Really just kick it on there, and then can we refill? Yes. It's not good to become dependent on this, but it is nice to use it on occasion. Especially like free play, you can become dependent on it. So I try not to do that in that. But for this, I feel like it's okay to just get in there, get cleaned up, try to get a lot of this up. Spend some of my money. I mean, I've bought everything. I mean, maybe 1.0 they'll like release something else that I'll need, you know? And I'll be like, oh, I wish I had the money for this item, but like, whatever. At this point, I'm just going to spend my money on cleaning refills. It's also good they do limit it, because that I did also like become poor in like early version of the game because I was spending all my money on these instead of saving up for like the better gear. Hey, we're at 99%. This is where it gets annoying because this is like, we're at 99%, but also not enough done that they will just tell us what the last couple things we need to do. So I'm getting all the gloves and suits and extra money. Oh yeah, I've barely bought any of those unlockables, like any of that kind of stuff, like the gloves. I have a few things, or like the weird paint you can put on your like the custom power washers. I'm like, that's just not been a thing that I've been interested in, so I haven't gone in on it. All right, let's just see if I can get in there. Just going for it here. Hit it where I can. Just trying to get in. This is like I said, this is annoying because it's just like stuff back there. So you kind of just have to go on an angle. Hit it hard fast. Try to get the rest. Okay, we got the wheel done. We'll just get in tight with this. Try to clean what is obviously messed up, and then we can always just go. At 99%, it should just pop up the list remaining spots. Yeah, it only does it when there's like 2 or 3 things left, which is still helpful. That is still a nice change when they added that. That was not always in there, and I do appreciate it. But yeah, I do think at a certain once you get 99%, just list everything. Who cares? Or let me toggle it, you know. But I can go here and go like, okay, we've got cab furnace handle, cab panels. Those are almost done, so we get those. Crossheads. I don't know what crossheads is, so now I gotta go find what a crosshead is. Wait until there are maybe like 3 items left. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, this cab panel, I gotta finish this, so we can do that. Okay, we hit the cab panel. Number plate, wheel well panel. Real low. Wheel well panel. That's the side panel. What's the wheel well panel? That's cab skirting. Side panel, cab panel, furnace. Wheel well panel. That's this here. Okay. That's the wheel frame. Yeah, so now it's just kind of like a guessing game. Okay, furnace, gauge, cap. Did I do this? Valve. Yes, I did the valve. Did I do this valve? Yes. Speed control. Okay, I did that. That looks good. Anything in here that I gotta do? Oh, there was something. Crank rod. I gotta do the crank rods. Y'all, I still have to do the crank rods. What was I even thinking? There we go. Oh, that's okay. One of these things is the crosshead. So on the other side, I have to do the other crosshead. Because I don't know what a cross is it. Got to crank those rods, indeed. Crank rod. Okay, this is the other crank rod. It's a crank rod I got to get. Just make sure that I clean the crank rods. Okay, I've hit the crank rods. Great, I did a lot of the crank rods. I think I did most of this side, so let's go over here. That's the crosshead. Did the other crosshead. What I'm saying is, I just completed a bunch of things, but it's not the 99, like, it's still not enough. We still, but you know, obviously 99%. So it's just like, what else do you need me to do? Game. It's very hard to get in here. But I can tell this is like where there's still some stuff that I gotta do. All right, I'm gonna move on. We'll find on my free time. I will do the part of the cab floor or the cab furnace handle. I'll find that and like whatever else. Well, cab furnace handle should be in here because all this furnace stuff. But like maybe it isn't. I don't know. That's directional control. It's the gauge. Furnace pipes. It's furnace door. This is furnace hatch. I don't know. So, would be nice as an accessibility thing to let you define when to pop up the list, maybe allow it to change based on the part of the vehicle location you're looking at. Yeah, Lord Gresham, that would be helpful. It would be nice to have a few more toggles of that kind of stuff. I agree. Hold on a second. I just gotta check this. Oh, okay. That's fine. Bank statement. That's cool. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go to one of the other specials here. Hey, let's jump over to the fountain. I have not done much of this fountain. This is more straightforward. Just like it's a big, big job in a location. With gnomes. You see, I have done some gnome cleaning. We're using the Urban X cleaner thing here. So we can just get over here, hit this gnome. You can see there's a lot left to do because when I tab, it's just like, nope, you got a lot to clean, buddy. These are kind of jobs where I like doing the, like, oh, clean a whole thing. Like let's go around and clean all the gnomes. And then also, because we've been spraying the hose around, or the power washer around to get around here, we also cleaned some of the floor while we were doing this, But it also just like lets you accomplish a thing. And then you're like, great. Where am I standing right now? What is just like, okay, that's an outer wall gnome. We're going to clean all this gnome up here. And then when we're done cleaning the gnome, like suddenly like, oh, there's a lot more. There's less to do. We feel like we accomplished something. And these larger maps, I like that a lot. Just being able to be like, oh, no, I did this. I did something. I didn't waste my time today. Because they can feel overwhelming. Oh, let's just using We'll use this extension here. This thing is not powerful. Again, would like to use my powerful sprayer that I unlocked. But whatever. All right, we did one of the gnomes. Now, all these gnomes are a little different, which is fun. I like that. Got different styles. Doing different things. That's fun. I enjoy that. But yeah, let's try to knock out all these gnomes. We'll just knock out the gnomes. You can see I did some of the floor here, just kind of walking around. But now I just want to focus on cleaning some gnome butt. Gnome hands, gnome face, all that. Tomorrow's stream will be working on Boba Fett. We're, you know, may the force be with all of you. We're gonna work on a Boba Fett. Have not done a Bandai figurized kit in a while. Looking forward to doing these 1/12 scale Boba Fett and seeing, like, here's one thing that's kind of cool about that kit, which we'll talk more about tomorrow when we get there. But like a thing that I was really, actually, you know, I'm gonna get the ladder on this. See if I can do this with a ladder. Can I set up a ladder over here? No, I can't. Fine, get out of here. Bigfoot strikes again. Look out, everybody. Bigfoot's in town. We're just going to have to jump on top of this thing to clean it. We could go for this side here. Can we get up there? Yeah, there we go. This is what I want to do. The kit I'll be working on tomorrow, the Boba Fett, one cool thing is that it comes with stickers and water slide decals. So if you want to do just regular stickers, or if you want to do decals, it gives you the option, and they're identical, other than like the type. And I think that's very cool, and I would like to see that more often in kits. I think that is really sharp, really cool, really nice feature. So we're gonna just do stickers instead of the water slides, because they're a lot easier to do. All right, we finished that gnome, so let's go over to this other gnome here. A little easier gnome. Let's see if we can just do this for this gnome. Yeah, we can get close on and just a couple layers, get off all this gunk, grime. I think one of the career mode job references Bigfoot, maybe the monster truck. Yeah, I think that does, but I think, you know, people were just talking about it in terms of, oh, they're referencing the monster truck Bigfoot, but no. So I did a little retail therapy yesterday because I can pay off my my bills and have some money. And I bought, it's not coming till Friday, but I bought my new a new camera rig for my overhead camera. So that is coming on Friday, and that will be great. It's way more heavy duty than the one I'm using. The one I'm using is fine for a webcam, but is certainly does not love the Panasonic camcorder that is currently on it. It is not a big fan of the camcorder. So, all right, let's see if we can get up on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now we can get on top of this thing. Find out what else this gnome needs cleaning. I can't see it, so. The base, but the base is not the gnome. There we go. Okay, there's one more gnome over here. At least one more. Okay, a couple more. So yeah, I'm excited to get that on Saturday, or sorry, Friday. So for Saturday's stream, I should have some time. I am working on Saturday, so my plan is on Friday night. Friday night, I will attempt to use my new camera mount and find a good spot for it. Also, because I'm zooming in more with the camera and kind of doing a tighter, which I always wanted to do with my other camera, I moved this, my mic here. I had a spot I really liked it in, but it would leave shadows on the build area. But now I'm zoomed in, and you don't see those shadows because you don't see that area. And this is, not only is it way more comfortable where it is, the mic location, but also it's better for my desk. Like, I don't hit it when I'm walking by the desk like I did up until I moved it. So I'm excited about that. That is just, these are like minor quality of life stuff for me, your friend Pat, to just be like pretty psyched about streaming stuff. Like I'm always psyched about streaming, but this is just like quality of life stuff. But having that new mount, like having the new rig will make me very happy because it will reduce the amount of time that I am stressed that this camera is just going to pull the thing forward and just fall. Also, maybe I can mount it above my third monitor because I can zoom in all the way down and not as it is right now. Sorry, let's show one thing. In front of my third monitor. So my third monitor, when I'm not streaming, I don't use it for anything. I occasionally just put Audacity up there if I don't have to touch it. But like I don't use my third monitor for anything except it's where OBS lives. But it also means that I have to look around my camera, and it's not really a third monitor in practice. So I would love to be able to put my camera above the third monitor, or maybe even just like block a little of it and not block like a lot of it. Let's try to get it. We're trying to climb up top this thing here. We got to do some scaling here. We got to do some parkour. Because I got to get up there. There we go. I mean, we could probably shoot it from far if we were up there, but fuck it. Let's just try to get this thing done this way. Alright, what else needs to get cleaned on this? There we get it. We only have one more gnome left. So let's get this last gnome done. Let's just jump up here already. Just right off the bat. Just jump up here. Try to get the top of this head done. So yeah, some fun stuff coming ahead for our build streams. Bought something from USA Gundam Store, an old kit. I realized we haven't built a Zaku 2 on stream in a while because I've built so many Zaku 2s over the years. I would say it's probably the kit I've built the most on stream is a Zaku 2 because there are just so many variants. But there was one that I haven't built before, but it was available on USA Gundam Store. They had in stock. It's an older kit. I forget what year it is, but it's pretty old. But it's a fucking cool, cool like black and purple version because it's from the Black TriStars. And so I'm excited to build that. I mean, it's a Zaku 2. I built a bunch of them. It's a cool looking Zaku 2 that I haven't built before. So, you know, it's time to get in there. I don't have a bunch of high grades in my backlog. I do. Oh, we dropped some frames there, folks. Sorry about that. That slowdown was not the game. That was my internet connection. Dropping some frames. Sorry about that. Okay. And looks like we actually didn't do this one. I thought I'd started this one, but didn't actually finish it. So let's finish the fight and finish all these outer gnomes because there's still a bunch of inner gnomes left to do as well. Something over here. Clean all this up. Try to get the top of this done. Clean the top of here. Clean the butt of this thing. Clean this thing. Oh, gotta do open there. God, I couldn't imagine playing this without the tab button. I started this map on the outside wall, worked my way inside until it was the top of the big gnome up there. Oh, nice, yeah. I still like jumping around. That's still my preferred play method, is to just jump all over the place. See what's up, but yeah. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't imagine trying to do this without the tab. All right, we have done all the outer gnomes. I guess we could climb up there and do some of the other ones. We can do some floor stuff. I do like doing this. Let's do stubby. And how's that working? That's working. No, that's not going to cut through. It's not going to cut through. Yeah. I do like doing this. Just kind of walking. getting whatever, cutting through the floor, just going a nice loop. Can't get dizzy if you're looking at the ground. And then go back in and clean up whatever I missed, but sometimes this is just the easiest way to do the flooring. And then we'll go back and find the spots we missed. Just go around. Not worried about like finesse, just trying to get big portions of it up. And it unfortunately can't do, the widest isn't going to cut up, isn't going to take off all the layers. So just go around, clean whatever, get up as much of it as you can, then come back, do it later. It's just satisfying. This shit's just very satisfying for me. Let's go around. This whole process is just, it is soothing. Like I said, there are frustrating moments. That's why, like, if I start getting frustrated with the maps, I'm like trying to finish a spot and trying to get something done. I often find myself just going into free play and just go to an area I've been before, use the most powerful equipment, and just like clean something, just jump to a section, get rid of some graffiti, or clean a couple walls or whatever. Just accomplish something. It is helpful. But yeah, right now I'm like not too worried about coverage. I'm just like getting some areas done here. Getting a large swath of this done. Not worrying about it. Because yeah, I would like to just use this, but this isn't cutting it, so we can't do that. And that's too narrow, so green is the way to go here. Pick an area and go. We will look at all three maps, so I won't be here all night. We will jump to the miniature golf course, which is, to me, the most interesting of the three, the most inventive of the three, because it is a pretty fucking cool-looking golf course, like mini golf. And there's a lot of twists and turns. I've done some portion of that. I've mostly just gone and done, like, little sections here and there, jumped around, just willy-nilly. But, yeah, nothing wrong with going and just doing it like this, just going, cutting through everything. Just being like watching the lower floor percentage and like decrease as you go around, and then yeah, you just go back and find a segment you missed, hit it hard. Especially when it's like a large segment like this, just like I'm just gonna do whatever I can here, get it done, feel pretty good about the progress, move on to the next thing. And if you want, you just go in, do some free form cleaning, and then go back, go up over it again. I do also like doing this, just like, when you gotta just clean like this kind of thing, just standing above a thing, walking around. I did all these little lights here on the floor because they were just quick, easy thing to get some percentage done. This is, I've said this before, I stand by it. This is my podcast game of 2021. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts, or like, like I don't subscribe to this podcast, but they put up their video, they put up their podcast up on their YouTube, and so I'll just click the video and have that play, and I'll just jump in here and do this. Like, that is extremely my shit. This game is fantastic for just catching up on podcasts. Especially if you don't find yourself like with enough excuses to listen to them. There's like a special one. It's like, oh, here's an interview with a dev I like or whatever. Or like, oh, they're talking about the year 1996 in technology. I want to listen to both parts of that. I'll put that on while I'm just washing a thing. I have listened to Austin Walker and be a guest on a podcast talking about Gundam quite a bit to this game. And it's fun because it's just like, oh yeah, Austin, Turn A Gundam conversations. I was listening to that while I was washing the firehouse. In the same way that there are several Pokemon games that like I remember what I was listening to on my Discman because I only had so many discs, but I would be like commuting in 2001. I hadn't gotten, I didn't have my mini disc player yet, so my digital mini disc player, so I still had a CD player, Discman, and I was listening to CDs on the subway and the PATH train, playing Pokemon games, listening to VNV Nation on repeat, because I had saw them at The World, which was the music venue that was part of WWE's Times Square gift shop and restaurant. The WWE restaurant had a music venue there called The World. I saw VNV Nation there in like 2001. And I was like, all right, well, I'm buying the CD and I'm going to listen to it while I commute to the city. God, that might have been 2000, not even 2001 that I saw them. I can't remember. Might have been 2000, because that would have been when I was at the American Academy and living in Jersey City. So I had to take the PATH train to the subway to go. Lord Crash says, I remember playing Gran Turismo 3 and listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers' new album, Californication, while racing a bunch. Hell yeah. Well, especially with Xbox stuff. Like, that was awesome. You could just put a CD in, just put an MP3 CD in there and just have music playing on the stereo in GTA. That fucking kicked ass. Just listen to your music. Don't listen to the radio stations anymore. So yeah, we just go around, just doing some floor cleaning, having a good time. And you can see where, like, here's lower pool floor meets, it's like, oh, this part, oh, meets the wall, the outer cap. They're going to want me to clean this too, so I'm just going to jump up here, walk around. Yeah, custom soundtracks fucking kick ass. I think that this game should have that. This game should have custom, like, music playing, like, because, like, I mean, when I was a house painter, I listened to a lot of music, like a lot of the radio, and then also eventually like had a little boombox thing that was all beat up that you could play CDs in. So I listened to a lot of System of a Down while painting houses, mostly when we were doing inside. When we were outside, it would be a lot of like the oldies radio station. But if we were doing like the inside of somebody's house, and so you're only, if they were home, they were hearing it, then I would play a lot of like System of a Down and Green Day and The Offspring and whatever else I was listening to at the time while painting. Listen to a lot of like FM talk, like morning radio, Zoo Crew nonsense. But luckily for me, friends, I think I talked about this before. My local morning DJ for a portion of like when I was house painting with my dad was Dee Snider of Twisted Sister fame. Dee Snider he had on Sirius like he might still do it, but he had at the time like a Sunday like headbangers like whatever. Sit it down, the least political music around. Yes, Lord Graston. But no, he had like a Sunday like hair metal show, and then was subbing occasionally because he was living in Connecticut at the time, and then he ended up getting a job as the morning DJ, the talk DJ, and told music stories, and like the guests that would do it would be like kind of cool, less shitty. At the time, Dickie Barrett from the Boss Tones would like sub for him. And it was like, I mean, if you're gonna listen to like a alternative rock radio station's like morning thing, you could do a lot worse than D. Snyder. I think we had D. Snyder on the local metal rock station here in Ohio. Yeah, so he did a syndicated show. Eventually, it became a serious show, but it was just like a syndicated, like, and they could just air it whenever they wanted because it would just be like him talking in and out of songs, and then there would be spots for local ads, and he wouldn't do any local ads. So he had a syndicated show, and then he ended up becoming a morning guy in Connecticut, and it was also nice because he didn't want to do a lot of bullshit. Like he wanted to like talk about the news of the day and have people on, but he didn't have like impressions on, like impersonators come in and do bits like, "Hey, we're talking to Bill Clinton," and it's just some comedian who is on the phone, sitting, calling from home or calling from an office, and they have 15 calls they're going to call in to be Bill Clinton. Or the other thing about radio is a lot of almost every weird person that's on the air that calls in is just a plant. They're just someone doing a bit because you don't want to have weirdos live on the radio. I mean, sometimes you do, but most of the time you don't. So you would just have people would call in, do characters and stuff, and there'd just be comedians and improvisers and all that. You did a lot of that. But Dee didn't want to do any of that, which was great. He wanted to talk about music, and he wanted to talk about the news, and occasionally talk about like upcoming gigs, or like if he had seen a play in New York or something or whatever. It was pretty great. When I lived in Arizona, it was Alice Cooper with the late night show. I remember him talking about his brilliant idea of a toilet that would analyze your poop and recommend healthy recipes to try out. I mean, that's not a bad. I mean, that's not the worst bad idea I've heard. I don't know about the recipe part, but the idea of like, yeah, maybe, Alice. I don't know, but it is kind of weird when you're just like, oh yeah, I know who this person is, and now they're like on my radio. It's strange. The local guys on the like oldies radio, the oldies rock and roll station, were shitty. So I always liked it to listen to Dee Snyder. I always preferred it. And my dad didn't hate it because he liked Dee as a radio host. He wasn't necessarily like super into Twisted Sister at any point in his life, but he did like him as a host because he was like a musician, and like cool people would call in, like instead of doing a 5-minute thing where Sebastian Bach was going to come, call in to talk about like his Broadway show, it'd be like, no, we have Sebastian Bach for the whole hour. He took the train from New York to like on his day off. He took the train into Connecticut to like be on the morning show with Dee Snyder, and then they're going to go have lunch afterwards, and then he's going to go back to New York. Like stuff like that happened like a bunch, and it'd be like, yeah, that's fun. You get these guys like telling road stories and like having a good time and laughing, and like, yeah, I like that. That lets the hours go by while you're painting houses, and and doing a little power washing here and there. Speaking of power washing, like that lets the hours go by. Yeah, I always liked that. The last time I did house painting, I was working on painting an office after hours for some friends, and I just listened to podcasts. I just listened to a bunch of podcasts. That was my new thing. Was just put my phone in a plastic bag so that I can touch the dials and change what I want listening to, and don't get paint on it because I'm just going to get paint on the plastic bag or the Ziploc bag, depending. And just do it like that. Listen to some podcasts while I paint offices. All right. Tell you what, working for a friend, painting some of their offices like late at night, paid better than the hourly rate I made for my dad in the late 90s. I'll tell you that. I was definitely getting what it was worth for that. And it was still my friend rate. I'm just going to hit this we're going to jump to the next segment here, the next section, but I just wanted to get some of this done. We're at 34%, that feels good. I'm just going to do some wide swaths here, and then we'll jump in and look at the mini golf course, which is a pretty cool course. But let's just get some big sections done here. Get close up here. And yeah, this will be. We'll definitely do we'll do a 1.0 stream when that comes out, but unless they do like a big content update, like a free DLC or something, I don't know if I'll be checking in with this game streaming wise. I'll certainly be playing it when I just want to like get in there and do a little cleaning, because I genuinely enjoy this game. When they had a radio show and you realize that like they're normal dudes with weird ideas. Yes, that's true. Which is like, yes, there's something about like somebody who's like got a second career as a radio person, and you're just like, oh, they're just like a person doing a thing, huh? Okay. No wonder why they took this, like, because some people always say like, you're like, you could just like be in a band like on the road. Why are you a morning guy? And he's just like, well, my kids are in high school and they're not around that much, and I got a lot of free time, and my band broke up, and we'll probably get reunited at some point, but not right now. There's just no way we're going to get back together right now. So he's like, why wouldn't I want a staple job that pays me pretty damn well? And like, yeah, we'll live in Connecticut while my kids are in high school. Sure. Whatever. Like, that sounds good. He's like, yeah, I live in a nice house, and it's a good school district, and I got a steady gig, and eventually I'll hate this, but I don't hate it now, so sure, I'll do that. And I was like, yeah, that sounds smart. Good call, D. I mean, Drew Carey has a XM, or not, a Sirius. Drew Carey has a Sirius syndicated show that he does every week. Like, Drew Carey doesn't need to do that shit. Drew Carey definitely doesn't need to do a radio show. But he, like, someone pitched him the idea, and he was just like, yeah, I want to talk very little and program. And then on Friday when the show airs, people live, listen and tweet at him. And he, like, responds to people and tweets out, like, retweets when people are talking about, like, a particular song or a version they haven't heard before or something. He just has a great time. It's just like, yeah, that sounds cool. He probably recorded, like, 4 of those. He might not even program the songs. He might just, like, approve a list. It's pretty popular based on how many people he retweets for enjoying the show. Yeah, I mean, certainly. Like, unless he's retweeting every single person, it seems like people listen to it. It's appointment listening, which is great. I think that's cool. There's a playwright who actually has a show on Broadway right now. The former founding member and lead singer of the now defunct band Black 47 does a Sirius XM radio show every Sunday that's just Irish music. It's just different kinds of Irish music because he's an Irish gentleman himself. And it's just like, yeah, he gets to play like a bunch of different bands, and he like 2 weeks ago it was all hip hop. It was all Irish hip hop and stuff. And just like, he's like, I love this music. I miss, I want to have a connection to it. I want to, explore new music, let you know about new music. And also he's like, it forces me to listen to a bunch of stuff, and otherwise I might not. So it's like cool for him to keep his ear to the, to the scenes and stuff, especially since he lives in New York and not in Ireland anymore. It seems pretty neat. I'm going to drink a little water. And we got 38% there. That's good. We're going to jump to the final thing we're looking at tonight, which is the mini golf course. And we can use some pretty cool tools for this one, so we'll jump in there. I haven't been drinking enough water during the stream. Good time for y'all if you haven't, jump in there, get a little water going. Headphones are sliding off. We don't need that. All right. You can see here, got Castle mini putt. I have done some of this. I did like this big sign, and I did like the walls here, and I did the fence. I've just kind of like hit some of it. We'll just like, oh, we'll kind of just go through here while I look at what I've done. But yeah, lots of steps in and around. Lots of rocks to clean. You can't really get like too far, but you can like it's good. Like right now we're not really standing on anything when I go over here, but you need to be able to get at all these rocks. So it's good that you can kind of finagle your way around, kind of parkour your way to everything. But yeah, it's a mini golf course. You can see I did a bunch up there. I've done some of the holes here. I did some of the walls around here, the targets. I love this. I love the idea of like trying to hit through this. Like this is just a cool looking mini golf course. Honestly, it's just pretty great. Yeah, hit this sick ramp, go up. Into the hole. It's a very inventive, fun course. I would play this course. Oh, this might be a good. Yeah, check this out. I'm using the new view mode here. But yeah, we can move around a little bit when I do that. Can move up a little bit when I kind of move my mouse, pull my mouse back. This. We don't have to like move around. I don't have to worry about the WASD. Haven't really done too much with the walls here with this mode, but I can see why the scaleless mini golf course seems a bit off. Yes, Lord Gretchen, and I think some choices were made in the interest of making it more fun to clean, rather than being accurate as a mini golf course. And I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Totally all right to just be really like whatever. Cheat it. All right, and then yeah, just kind of jumping around here. Not like picking a segment, but yeah, I did like both sides of this bridge here. There's a dragon. I got a snake. Clean that snake. We'll just clean this up while we're here. Clean these flags up. Oh yeah. Gotta get this cave cleaned up at some point. Very dirty. Very dirty cave. Like that. How was this business open? Because it's fucking filthy. That's the thing that they don't really explore in this. That like how gross some of this is. What are we doing here? Also, how'd they get back here to put this graffiti on this dragon? Oh, and there's graffiti here. Look at that. I do like this where I can clean the muck, but I can't clean the graffiti with this nozzle. I clean some of it. Just revealing it. There, that's better. Before it got dirty, folks got in here. Oh, this is like cave paintings. I get it. Because these are gnomes with weapons, and that's supposed to be like the dragon. And that kind of looks like the Burninator, but gone now. Clean up the Burninator. Little Trogdor. I wonder if the graffiti here is dev art. Yeah, I mean, imagine. I would hope that they let people on the team who are not in the art team do the graffiti. They're just like, hey, does anybody want to do some like gnome drawing for us to go in the game? Yeah, that thing was a little Trogdory. I like that. Cool. But yeah, we're just gonna go in here, do a little cleaning, look around. Not trying to finish any of this. Segments here. Got treasure here. Let's kill, let's clean this windmill. Let's kill it. Let's kill this windmill. Let's clean this windmill segment. That'll be a good thing. Let's just get that all nice and cleaned up here. Get all this gunk up. Clean this flag up here. The hole and all that. Yeah. There we go. Classic. You gotta have a windmill. You gotta. Also, this windmill appears to be swords, and I appreciate that. That is weird. I like that. Let's do. I do wish that spraying this moved the windmill. Like the pressure of the hose could move the windmill. I think that would be pretty neat, but that's okay. Also, that door seems very tiny. Entrance. Whatever. Let's split the difference here. Small extension. That's good. New meaning to windmill blade. Am I right? Ha ha ha. Yeah. Nailed it. Got it. Undefeated. Undefeated of the East. It's me. It's not Master Asia. It's me. I'm the undefeated of the East. Hell yeah. I was talking to some people about how we were hoping that the Real Grade God Gundam was part of like other G Gundam kits coming out. Like maybe they would do some other G Gundam kits that weren't just the God Gundam or the Shining Gundam. And I don't particularly buy it. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it, because those kits are all really weird except for the God Gundam, which is just cool looking. I don't know, but having it as a real grade is cool. It's like, it is nice that exists. That'll come out at some point. That might have gotten pushed again, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Something. Oh, maybe it's the Raider Full Mechanics got delayed. I can't remember, but one of the kits that I was supposed to be getting this month, I believe, got delayed. And I know the RG, Real Grade God Gundam, already got delayed before. Okay. So I don't know. Clean up in there. Clean this windmill. There we go. Should we be able to jump up here? Probably not. Are we up here? Yeah, hell yeah we are. So we can finish that. Now we can finish these blades. I don't like heights, but you know, it's in a game. So I think it's fine. Okay, so how many blades left do we gotta do? That blade's done. That blade's done. That blade's done. That one needs a very little left. That one has a very little left. Okay, great. So these two. Okay, that one's done. So this is the last one. Let me just find out. Can I see where it needs to go? Okay, we did it. Great. So this is done. This windmill has been completed. Hell yeah. Obviously, a lot left to do over here. Hit all these houses. Random houses. We should go up because we haven't been up. Let's go up this thing. Run through. Run through it. This just is cool. I like this half. I mean, I'm just complimenting this design. I think this half pipe design is fun. I have seen something kind of similar to this before. It seems like it would be a pain in the ass, though. But I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, let's go up. Oh yeah, more graffiti over here. Sun peeking out of the sky. Butterfly in the sky. Get out of here, butterfly. I love this. Like, as I cleaned this, like you can see that I cleaned the behind it from the angle that I cleaned it. I just thought that was cool. That was a me thing. And then up here, mostly done. This area. Mostly clean the castle. And you take the steps back down. Your ball goes in here and goes all the way down to the bottom. And there is a gnome in here. So you want to get your thing. Shoot that gnome. Kick that gnome's ass. And pick it up. Throw it away. Get out of here. I'll see you later, gnome. I'll see you when I relaunch this. Oh, yeah. Probably have to get the ladder to get up here and get all these. I'm going to kind of parkour your way up here. Probably going to need a ladder to get up there. But yeah, this is a deceptively big area because this has got a lot of verticality to it. But I think it is a pretty neat one. Alright, clean the castle rock. Let's see if we can finish this pond up here. Clean up this pond. Yeah, we finished the pond. Oh, almost halfway done with this thing. Nice, because it's big. I do like these ramps. This is unnecessary. That's going to be hard. Like, you're definitely going to have to get the ball there and then just try to go for it. To get it over here. Then shoot it up here. Mushroom house. Easy thing for us to finish up on. PowerWash and mushroom house. You know, like you do. Like you and I are always doing in our free time. We're always cleaning up the mushroom house. It needs it. Doo-doo. You think at some point I would learn which way to turn the scroll wheel. But haven't learned that yet. Still always just do it the wrong way every time. I'm like, oh, I want to go. No, no. Okay, there we go. Always wrong. And yeah, when your ball goes out from the there, it comes down here, and it ends up. Your ball just ends up in this bucket, and then some teen probably has to bring it back to the office. You can't go in the door though. The ball return seems like bad design. Yeah, that it just ends up there and then like someone has to come out around. It should just go into the office. You know? Whatever. I didn't design it. Don't blame me. I gave them my feedback. They didn't listen. Like the people that built it realized they fucked up and then just built the chute. Yeah. Well, they're just like, the chute, hey, we ran out of material. Like, we can't design the chute right to, like, go into the office. Just put a bucket there. We'll figure it out later. 5 years later. We did not figure that out. We never did. We figured out that we aren't going to change it. We're leaving the kiosk as is. We're never going to change this kiosk. Oh, I gotta get up here. Let's get the ladder. Let's finish this kiosk. Oh. Oh, that's for the sign. I was like, what? What do you want me to do? There. Yeah. Now we can get in here, do the roof of this thing. We probably could have tried to parkour our way up, but instead we'll just... There. We can climb up here. It's harder to fall off the ladder now, which is good, except that sometimes you want to, like, just kind of be off the... Like, I want to jump off the ladder, and there, instead I had to climb all the way up to jump off, which is, like... I mean, they had to fix it, because it was a huge problem before. Their ladder tech needed work, but I think they may have gone too far the other direction, in my opinion. Just my opinion. But we're almost done with this kiosk, so let's just, like, finish this thing off here. Alright, well... trying to find this last spot that needs cleaning on this thing so I can say this is done. It's so little left. There we go. We did it. Yeah, we're at 49% on that, which I think is fine. And that is going to do it for tonight's stream. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream. Thank you, everybody, that decided to hang out. I know this was a very low-key affair. PowerWash Simulator. It's still a pretty low-key game. But we do, of course, end every stream with a raid. We're going to go find someone cool to go hang out with. And tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be back streaming, working on the Boba Fett model kit, which should be a good time. And I think you'll enjoy that. Who should we go raid? Who's doing stuff? Want to go hang out with? Let's see. There's a bunch of people streaming right now. Oh, also, I'm dropping frames right now, so that's awful. So we are definitely going to go raid now because I am having connectivity problems. So that's a great time to end the stream. Let's go hang out with Jordan. We're going to go hang out with Jordan, aka Ray FK, because my internet connection is being bad. So let's go raid Jordan. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for spending some of your time with me. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Check me out maybe on Saturday if tomorrow doesn't work for you. See you on the stream. Hang out. Thanks so much for being here. Please hit that you're going to come and watch so that we can bring some people over to Jordan's stream. But yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next Bill with Bear. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.